season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
It'll be a pickup at 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
McCann's kick is good.
And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In it to win it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field. Put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, and that's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Dameon Pierce, his intended target, out of the backfield.
And it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Johnson to return it.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Cardinals come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the 1 tie. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore
with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old mouth? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To his throw, complete here to Ayuk.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They checked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
And Alabama's defensively, they force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You should check the waiver wire, Cardinals.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
He's got a man! And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing... Always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you got to take care of the ball.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were at the top 2.
And the ball is out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the middle.
Here we go.
Tua now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there. That's a loss of 5 on the sack. So they're now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here we go with McCaffrey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel really good about their game plan, what they want to get done, they go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see your defense can rescue them a little bit. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, it's complete to Brown, right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Murray now to throw. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report.
We got more where that came from.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
A short kick taken at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. We're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Shotgun now from Murray. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Shavarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
To his throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tackle a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Tagovailoa. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Back now in Mexico City. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the 49ers get a bit closer toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Though they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance, not with him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 20. Now White lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the line. They're able to convert on 4th down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. He puts that cut. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert as they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And Howell running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is,
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McCann's got it teed up. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On second and inches,
Tua.
this one caught by Kittle. And he goes down at the 26. He'll pick up at 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with that. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's second and 11. One final try for Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.